very physical at all. Anyways, I'm rambling. But screw it, it's my book, and I love a good ramble. I wish I could remember everything I ever wrote down. I wish I had a photographic memory, instead of always having to go back through reams and reams and reams of notes, like a crooked old librarian with spectacles on the end of his nose. It's one thing I learned about discovering these characters in the edit, that there's lots to scan, scroll back, reread, attach new note, cut, remove, and remember to repaste. Jot furiously here and there to slot back in for another rescan, until it's eyelid-heavying and painstaking and rewarding, and it really is, to have discovered these characters through words, instead of the usual gig of embodying them, handing them the reins and letting them determine the direction of their own stories, has given me this deep glow of satisfaction. I'm so grateful and proud for having birthed out a book and for embarking down this road, because now writing's become a part of writing me. It's opened in me a more direct portal to that pure creative exhilaration, that fizzy flow, that whoa, where did I go? That reckless abandon, that disappearing, if you'll indulge. I hope you're drawn into their worlds. Smooch, Rob. Funeral. Written in Barnes in London. My hair is done to perfection. Took an age to get right down in K. Flood's salon, but it was worth it. Because at a funeral you want to look your best when you're paying your respects. Keep it together, at least until the graveyard. And there the wind and the rain can batter you and ruin your hair, and then you can let out the emotions and start crying and all that stuff there too. I remember Grandad Pat's funeral and Uncle Padder, who could find no place to belong to other than the farm, turned and goes stalking away across the graves, no respect for the plots or the deadline in him, just made a beeline, kicking gravel across the graveyard and the wind gusting, and we all looked at each other, few rolls of the eyes, few nods and eyes down, one or two smirks. He stalks away anyway, and gets as far as the edge of the graveyard that's lined with them big tall bright green hedges that was made in a lab. And he unzips himself and starts taking a piss. Then there was a few sniggers, few tuts. The priest's voice was wobbling, but it had been before, to be honest. My jaw was on the coffin, let alone the ground, and my hair was all over the place. It's disrespectful to wear hats at funerals, unless you're a lady or have cancer. And as well, as soon as you hear about a dear friend's passing, it's disrespectful to not make that promise to yourself. But here I am in the church at the man's funeral wondering, have I really made the promise to myself at all, even though I've a clear memory of making it when I'd heard he died? But now I'm second-guessing making the promise because I can see the back of her neck. It's behind the 2 locks of hair, with a ferocious shine off it, on the back of her head falling down, framing the back of her pale neck, long like a swan's, and me thinking, I'm not sure that promise is worth anything now that I'm face to face with the back of her neck, and her short-haired sister holding around the shoulder in her dark blue. The promise, made inside my head 3 times in a row, was that now that Patrick was dead, I'd never in a million years even think about doing anything with his wife, or widow now, let alone pursuing her. And, I suppose, thinking the thoughts of the low fella that are swimming through my head at the moment is breaking that sacred promise. Damn! Sorry, God, and sorry, God, for swearing. I'm trying my best. The promise that had to be made, though, because in our heart of hearts, everyone here knows that there was always a little glimmer of something between myself and Sinead. She's such a vibrant woman, and I know Patrick was a droll chap, always taking the piss. You might even go as far as to say sullen on a bad day, with a puss on him like something's just...